Hello guys, welcome to today's video. I am really excited because I have a pretty big announcement and little update for you. And no, I'm not pregnant. This announcement is about Alyster, and I don't have him here to talk about it, but maybe at the end I can get him in to talk about it a little bit, so stay tuned for that. But guys, Alyster has been seizure free for a month now, maybe a little bit over a month. So a while ago I had let you guys know that we had chosen to do a seizure treatment, and I didn't want to talk about what that was at the time just because everyone has their opinions about what the right treatment are and what doesn't work and what you should avoid. And I was having a really hard time with the best decision that we thought would be for Alyster's seizures, and I was just having a hard time with it because I was nervous to try something, and I was just nervous about side effects and nervous to be let down. I had heard scary things about all the different treatments, but at the same time I knew that it was the best option for us to try for Alyster. So we had chose to try medication, and I feel okay talking about that now just because I know that the outcome is great and it's worked well for us. So there's literally nothing to complain about. So I'll talk about it a little bit. So Alyster had started medication about a month ago, and I was extremely nervous about the side effects because I think that's kind of the most negative part about using medication, is that there is possible side effects with any medication. But this one specifically I had heard some scary things about, but at the same time the success rate seemed to be the highest. And so of course, talking with Alyster's doctor and stuff, we had decided which medication would be the one that we tried. We started at a pretty low dose, and we actually ended up doing, it was a pretty low dose. So we thought we'll just start there and move up when needed, if needed. But I'm not even kidding you guys, literally day 2, Hans and I were like, I don't think we've seen him have any seizures today. And I thought for sure the medication would take a while to kick in. It definitely seemed like it would be at least a week before we could expect to see anything. But yeah, on day 2, we were almost certain we hadn't seen any seizures, and we were like, nah, kind of like can't be. As the week went on, Hans and I kept like talking and, you know, asking, have you seen him have any seizures? And we both hadn't, and I was paying extremely close attention. I mean, more than usual, just because of the new thing that we were adding in. And at the end of the week, we both noticed that he was not having seizures at all. Now, I will talk about side effects a little bit. The first week, at least, he definitely had some little tummy aches right after he would take it. And it wasn't anything that held him back from playing. I feel like the first couple days, like soon after his dose, he would lay down for a little bit and mention that his stomach hurt, and that was even with taking food. So we would make sure that he was not taking it on an empty stomach, but it seemed like that didn't really matter because I think there was one morning that he like woke up late, and so we had given him the medication before eating, and it didn't seem to make a big difference at all, to be honest. Now he still sometimes like will mention that he has a stomach ache, but it's literally, I hardly hear him say that anymore. So I'm not sure if he has just got used to it or if it's kind of just went away. It seems like it's definitely went away because I'll ask him, you know, questions all the time to kind of check in and see how he's at. And he has told us, he's even said, I think that I don't have seizures anymore. And so that's really exciting. I don't know if he's just saying that because we talk about it. We've always been, you know, open talking to him about it and whatnot, because if you guys didn't know, the type of seizures that he has, absence seizures, he is not really aware when he has these, because your brain just kind of pauses and then goes back to normal. I think that he more so realizes that once in a while he would be a little bit confused about what he was doing, because you know, if he just had a seizure and then he was like, wait, what was I saying? So that was more what he noticed, was like the after effects of the seizures. But we've always talked to him and said, like, you have seizures, and we talked to him about what they are and all that. Anyways, so he's mentioned that he doesn't have seizures anymore, so that's really exciting. Alyster knows that it's very important for him to take the medication. He's very aware that when he wakes up and right before bed that he needs to take his medicine. He doesn't like the taste. You can definitely tell that it does not taste good at all. And I've heard that from many parents who have children that take the medication. It's kind of like an oil consistency, not like a syrup. So, you know, it's not anything pleasant, but it's fine. Like, he can take it and not really complain about it, kind of thing. There was one time where we gave Alyster his medicine probably maybe an hour and a half later than what we were supposed to give it to him, and it was because I was dropping Hans off at the airport, and I had thought Hans gave it to him and he thought I gave it to him. And on the way home, Alyster was starting to feel pretty sick. He felt extremely tired, like more tired than normal, and he had a headache. So I do think, from what I've heard and from what we experienced then, that it is extremely important to make sure that Alyster has it within an hour, but pretty close to on the hour that he needs to take it. Otherwise there can be, you know, some discomfort. I think almost like withdrawal, which definitely sucks. But he will be on the medication. I think his doctor said probably around until, he'll probably be on the medication until he's around 9 years old. And then I believe they do another EEG to see what that shows. And then they slowly wean the child off the medication to see if he can be without the medication, because absent seizures are known to kind of go away with age. Like, they usually grow out of them, and it's usually before puberty hits, around age 9, at least for boys, and at least that's what our doctor told us and kind of what I have heard. So, I mean, that part really sucks. I hate that he is, you know, pretty dependent on the medication, and that it is going to be kind of a big deal coming off of it. And even seeing when we were like an hour and a half late to giving him, that it seemed like it was pretty noticeable. Now, Alyster wasn't really aware that that's why he was feeling kind of icky, and I didn't really want to tell him, just because I don't really want to put that in his head, because I kind of think with things like that, that you can kind of play it out to be more than it is when you're aware that you're feeling the way you are because of something like that. Anyways, but other than that, guys, we are extremely happy and just so, I am so surprised, to be completely honest, but I'm so excited that Alyster can now do sports. I don't have to worry about him when he is at school. I have talked to his teacher so that she's aware of his seizure past, which is crazy to say, because I just didn't think it was going to, I didn't think his seizures were gonna go away this quick. I really didn't. So thanks to everyone who has been supportive and who has helped us stay positive, and especially thanks to those who have children with absent seizures who have reached out to me and talked to me. That has helped more than you guys know. So yeah, I'm so excited, and thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you have any questions below, and if you want to see more videos on his seizures, then you can check out the playlist, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.